vintage chandelier. We got Swiss chalet sauce. We got Szechuan sauce. And we've got the zinger sauce from KFC.
And Castaway home designer
has none of these sauces. So this is one of the bonus games that we're doing this week. We're downtown of Ottawa, 613.
Right by the riverside?
Yep, right.
With all the locks.
Museum right behind us. Yes, but we have the key.
Yep.
Now, this game really is like
it's
Animal
kind of
Crossing.
like Animal Crossing.
It's not like Monster Cakes where it's like Shopkins, Angry Shopkins. And we're not talking about tacos this week. We might do an encore in the future, but we're not a shopping channel. We're not Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg.
Yep.
You get to mix the pudding and add the special, mixture stuff. Marijuana.
And be sure to smoke weed every day.
So, yes, I like this game a lot better than Animal Crossing, actually, to be perfectly honest. I think there's less restrictions because it's not a Nintendo game. They can just add whatever they want, the vintage chandelier.
Yeah, if you're comparing it to comparing it to Animal Crossing Home Designer, then I can totally agree with you there.
I feel I'm a designer.
Yeah,
in this game.
You actually
you really have a lot more control.
And you have a lot more items to choose from, and even they're varied in themes. You can even sort out
It's just crazy. It's like they just throw stuff at you, and you're like, it's the opposite of Animal Crossing. With Animal Crossing, they give you a few, and then
you can even
items, and if you're lucky, you can afford it. But they just throw stuff. You own the island within 30 minutes.
Exactly.
So. Yeah, and this game right now is on sale for $3 or so. It's an amazing deal for the amount of game that you get for this. It's totally nuts. I don't know. Even though it's kind of cartoonish, I feel that this game is a lot more fun, and you get right into it a lot faster than Animal Crossing. There's just way too much text in Animal Crossing for my liking. There's just all this unnecessary backstory, and this game just cuts straight to what you want to do, and you get to renovate a jail of all things, which, for coincidence, we have a jail behind us, very old. Yes, it used to be a jail house, if you know your history, Ottawa history, and it's apparently haunted too, which is even cooler. So, anyways, I've done a lot of talking so far.
My thoughts are okay. I've told the audience this at some point. That I actually had my suspicions with this game, especially once I saw just how it looks and how it starts off.
Yeah.
Games that start right off to a tutorial are either super pretentious or they are a free-to-play game and they're going to sucker you in. I fear that this would be like a free-to-play game, or at least have a free-to-play...
It feels like a mobile game.
Yeah, it has that free-to-play... And I was worried that if you were to get more pearls, you'd actually have to pay real money.
It really looks set up just like mobile game, every aspect of this game. So I see what you mean there, for sure.
But I realized the error of my ways that this does cost money. It wasn't free to play at all, and I realized, oh wow, this game is actually somewhat okay. I mean, you can play this without having to actually drop any actual money because probably already dropped actual money when buying the game, so you don't really...
It was like $3, surprisingly. It wasn't an expensive game.
Exactly.
On sale. On sale it was like $2.50, and I was just blown away at how much you can do in this game.
Exactly. And there's so many items in this game as well. We barely touched the surface.
It makes you realize, in my opinion, with Animal Crossing, how limited you are by
there's so many ways you can go about this game. You can sort the items by colors, you can sort them by theme, you can sort them by...
It's crazy.
And there's also people either like or dislike items, and if you put an item in a house, it will get either a huge like or a huge dislike. I actually had to do some flipping around because I realized that in a room where you can only put red or white items, they don't like black items. They don't like
they tell you there's that social feedback, right?
They think that green is not a creative color.
Yeah, they tell you if they hate black or they hate red and white stripes.
Or if they
crazy.
are in love with say space theme stuff, or
But that's the interesting. It sort of like adds an element to Animal Crossing that doesn't exist. Because like I feel with Animal Crossing, what I've seen, you've unlocked everything. There's nothing left to do. You just like do stupid stuff. People with their satanic, Animal Crossing houses and weird stuff like that.
Not only that, but this
here
game,
there's so much.
Not only that, but this game kind of feels like I don't know how to put this, but
describe it.
Okay. I lost my train of thought. Shit. But the idea is
just add filler noises.
Oh yeah, each house doesn't feel the same. Each house has its own different objective.
Yeah.
I fear that two of the houses would have just been the same. Like just move things here and move things there and add things here and add things there. But then I got to later levels, and one of the levels was clear all the shit in this hoarder's house, and then just refurbish the house a little. And then with the other one, the aforementioned, only red and white items can be.
That was the word I was going to use. This teaches you how to be a hoarder. This game is like the. You know how they say like a gateway for drugs? Well, this is a gateway for becoming a home like decorator. It's the gateway video game drug, decorator drug.
Yeah,
for like a designer drug almost.
This game feels like if you guys are still on, if you guys still have cable or like even a TV access, you'd probably be thinking about stuff like, oh, this game would be
look totally good with my DK.
This game would look totally good for like a home household channel. Like I can't even remember because it's been so long.
It's such a it is a casual game. I have to admit. I know a lot of competitive players are like, oh, it's all casual. Yeah, well, not every game has to be competitive. I think that's the biggest thing against people that like competitive gaming.
Yeah, but this game isn't like. I don't see any competitive, like it's not like competitive Animal Crossing, make the best house ever!
Yeah. Competitive house
like,
decoration.
You can't make a competition out of any game. I mean, you could, but it's not going to be as fun as making, like, the reason why fighting games are so competitive and so fun as competitive games is because you're pitting people who are skilled with each other. This is more or less like
10 hours of furniture moving.
Yeah, exactly. Who can make the best house? So it can't exactly be a
who has the nicest blinds?
Exactly.
Who's the prettiest decorator?
I was kind of blown away by how good this game was.
It is good for $2 or $3. Like there's so much game to this, and we barely even scratched the surface.
Especially since
I finished my KFC too.
I almost accused this game of
being too much,
of being like a free to play. This is how they hook you in sort of game, where it gives you just a trap. It's a trap. But when I played more of it, it wasn't a trap. It was more or less like
what you would expect a game to be like without traps.
It's like going into a motel and you're thinking it's going to be like a roach motel. You can check in, but you can't check out. But on the inside, it's actually a 5-star hotel, and you're like, what the hell?
It's like a 5-star game disguised in a crappy price.
Disguised as what seems to be a mobile game.
But it's not. It's got a lot of stuff to it.
Which gives me to recommend.
You can rotate stuff like that. As I said, it seems to be a step out from Animal Crossing. You can move stuff however you want.
You can rotate.
Even if you try and put a window through the wall, it will correct it for you, like your brain did. But
it's like if somebody was so in love with The Sims, like the buy mode in The Sims, and they just want to make a whole game out of it.
Buying everything that you can think of.
Exactly.
It's like they tried to throw everything in this game instead of the kitchen sink.
And this game makes you think. This game is like a puzzle, basically, a perfect puzzle.
Yeah. But yeah, I for $2 or $3, I think you can't go wrong. The only downside is you need a lot of time to invest in this game.
I say pick it up because of that. Pick this game up because if this is a game that surprised me, and I am never really surprised by most things nowadays. So seeing this free-to-play game, this allegedly like this game that I thought was a free-to-play game, and then it turned out it wasn't, and it was actually fun. That you can play the game without having to drop the cash on it.
Drop the second cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes me so pleasantly surprised with the game that I have to give it my utmost recommendation for this.
Double thumbs. All right. Well, that's what I have to say too. I think it's definitely worth the $2 or $3. You know, try it out. Even if you don't like it, you can give it to someone in your family, pretty much. That probably will.
Like the old lady, you can give it to the Pope.
You give it to your flick
I heard he's going well into his Undertale Let's Play. I've heard he just started his genocide.
He's never tried Animal Crossing, so we might be able to give this to him ahead of time and beat to it, and he can enjoy this more. So, all right. Well, keep on gaming, guys.
Adios,
Smell you later.
Wilson!
Yeah.